I mean, I internalized that as opportunity. Like we had such a responsibility to this audience to deliver something and to have the opportunity to deliver something for a passionate group of people.
Yeah.
As someone who is so deeply passionate myself, I was so excited about that. I would so much rather have that than people who are indifferent.
Blasé.
Blake Lively just vanished. No warning, no explanation, just gone. One moment, she was in the middle of a heated legal battle, and the next, she was on a flight out of the country. The timing? Highly suspicious. And Hollywood? It's in full-blown crisis mode. Why did she leave? What is she trying to escape? And why are industry insiders acting like this could be the scandal that changes everything? We'll get into all of it later in this video, including the shocking fallout that has studios scrambling and reputations on the line. Stay tuned, because this isn't just another Hollywood controversy. It's a career meltdown happening right before our eyes. And trust me, you won't believe what's coming next. It all started as creative tension. It Ends With Us was supposed to be a massive hit, a film adaptation of the best-selling novel with Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni at the helm. But from the very beginning, the two clashed over the film's direction. Lively wanted something fresh, stylish, even a little comedic. Baldoni, known for his deep, emotional storytelling, refused to compromise on the novel's raw essence. What should have been a minor disagreement quickly spiraled into something much worse. Behind the scenes, tensions grew as production meetings reportedly turned heated. Insiders claimed that Lively felt her creative voice was being drowned out by Baldoni's insistence on staying true to the novel. On the flip side, Baldoni believed that Lively was prioritizing marketability over authenticity, which made collaboration difficult. The production team was put in a difficult position, balancing two strong creative forces with completely different visions. Some reports suggest that even the script had multiple rewrites to accommodate both perspectives, leading to confusion among crew members. The clash wasn't just creative, it was turning personal. Sources close to the production said that Lively began expressing her frustration to outside industry contacts, hoping to gain support from producers who might side with her vision. Meanwhile, Baldoni remained firm in his approach, insisting that the film needed to stay as close as possible to the novel's themes. The tension kept building, and the set atmosphere became increasingly uncomfortable. Lively took legal action, claiming Baldoni ignored her input and forced comedic elements into the script. But then Baldoni fought back, accusing her of making false claims and even fabricating evidence to support her argument.
Testing for a show that ended up actually getting picked up and doing very well, and I was one of two people maybe, and then I get a call from my managers and my agent. They were both on the line, which means it's something serious.
Right.
Either you got the job or there's something wrong.
Yeah.
And they said, so you were the choice, but the network said that your eyebrows would be too distracting.
Oh, what?
Oh no.
And then they went like, so what can we do about your eyebrows?
This was no longer a creative dispute, it was war. And when the legal system got involved, things got even more complicated. Court documents revealed shocking details about their feud. Lively's team provided emails and text messages to support her claim that Baldoni was stifling her creative contributions. However, Baldoni's countersuit alleged that those very documents had been altered to misrepresent conversations. As the lawsuits escalated, the film's producers found themselves caught in the crossfire. Legal experts weighed in, speculating on the possible financial implications if either side was proven guilty of fabrication. It wasn't just a matter of creative differences anymore, it was about reputations, contracts, and potentially millions of dollars. Meanwhile, some legal analysts suggested that Lively's lawsuit was an attempt to protect herself from backlash in case the film underperformed. Others speculated that Baldoni's countersuit was designed to ensure his own credibility remained intact, regardless of how the film fared. As both sides refused to back down, the legal battle only grew fiercer. With both parties in a legal battle, the courts brought in forensic experts to analyze Lively's supposed evidence. What they found changed everything. Emails, text messages, and meeting transcripts submitted by Lively didn't add up. Metadata and timestamps revealed irregularities, pointing to possible manipulation. Suddenly, Lively was the one under scrutiny, and the tide began to turn against her. Investigators dug deeper, uncovering discrepancies in the digital footprints of the messages submitted by Lively's legal team. Some experts suggested that timestamps had been altered post facto, leading to suspicions that the evidence may have been tampered with to support her claims. Baldoni's lawyers seized on these findings, filing motions to demand further forensic investigation. The judge agreed, extending the hearings to allow a more in-depth analysis. Legal analysts watching the case speculated that if Lively's evidence was proven fraudulent, she could face serious repercussions beyond just losing the lawsuit. As more details emerged, media outlets began questioning whether Lively had been misled by her own legal team or if she had knowingly presented misleading way. The controversy was growing and her credibility was at risk. Enter Disney. The entertainment giant conducted its own internal investigation and reportedly found contradictions in Lively's claims. And instead of staying neutral, they chose to back Baldoni. That's when it became clear Lively was in trouble. When a studio as big as Disney takes sides, the fallout can be career-ending. Disney executives reportedly examined internal communications from the production team and noticed stark contradictions between Lively's accusations and documented discussions. This led them to withdraw any support for Lively's position and fully back Baldoni. Sources within Disney claim that the studio wanted to protect its long-term relationship with Baldoni, who had built a reputation for integrity and heartfelt storytelling. By distancing themselves from Lively, Disney sent a powerful message about where they stood in the legal battle. Meanwhile, some sources suggested that Disney's decision was financially motivated. With Baldoni maintaining a strong relationship with the studio and Lively's legal troubles casting uncertainty over the project, executives likely saw Baldoni as the safer bet. With Disney and forensic evidence against her, Lively's legal team scrambled to maintain her innocence. They argued that the inconsistencies were minor and could be attributed to simple technical errors. But as the questioning became more intense, it was clear her explanations weren't convincing enough. The judge scheduled further hearings to investigate the evidence more thoroughly. Witnesses from the production team were called in to testify, and their statements further weakened Lively's position. Some crew members admitted that while there had been disagreements, Baldoni never outright dismissed Lively's input. Others suggested that her legal claims exaggerated the actual conflicts that took place. Lively's legal representatives attempted to redirect attention toward Baldoni's alleged mistreatment of her creative vision. But by this point, the damage had been done. The courtroom had become a battlefield, and Lively was losing ground fast.
I mean, I internalized that as opportunity. We had such a responsibility to this audience to deliver something and to have the opportunity to deliver something for a passionate group of people.
Yes.
As someone who is so deeply passionate myself, I was so excited about that. I would so much rather have that than people who are indifferent.
Blasé.
Then, just hours after that hearing, Blake Lively disappeared. Rumors spread like wildfire. Had she really fled? Was she trying to avoid legal consequences? Or was this just an overreaction to intense media scrutiny? No one knew for sure, but the sudden departure only fueled speculation. Flight records suggested that Lively had booked a last-minute ticket out of the country. Some reports claimed she had traveled to a secluded location in Europe, while others speculated she was hiding in a private estate owned by an industry friend. As speculation grew, social media exploded with theories. Some fans believed she was taking a much-needed break from the chaos, while others insisted she was running from something much bigger. News outlets scrambled to confirm her whereabouts, but with no official statements from her team, everything remained uncertain. Meanwhile, legal experts weighed in, warning that disappearing before a scheduled court hearing could have dire consequences. Some suggested that her sudden exit might be seen as an admission of guilt, while others argued that she was simply overwhelmed and needed time to regroup before facing the media frenzy again. Industry insiders speculated that Lively may have sought refuge with a close-knit circle of Hollywood allies. Certain A-list celebrities are known to have private estates far from the public eye, safe havens where stars can escape media pressure. Reports hinted that she may have reached out to one of these industry power players for assistance in avoiding the immediate fallout. Beyond legal troubles, this sudden disappearance created a ripple effect throughout Hollywood. Some producers rumored to be in talks with Lively for future projects began reconsidering their interest. Investors and studio executives thrive on stability, and an actress entangled in controversy and possibly avoiding legal responsibility was now seen as a liability. Adding to the mystery, sources close to Lively reported that she had cut off direct communication with nearly everyone, including her publicist and close friends. One insider suggested that she was planning a strategic reappearance with a carefully crafted statement, while others believed she was genuinely afraid of how the court case would unfold and wanted to delay the inevitable. Some reports even claimed that Lively had reached out to international legal advisors to discuss the possibility of staying abroad indefinitely.
It's a bit of a tough adjustment in our house, but it's good. I mean, I have two other daughters, so my oldest is very into the baby, but my middle child, not so much. But
We're
really?
thinking of keeping her.
Does she like play with her? What does she think?
Well, she sort of like pretends to play with her. So like in the beginning, our oldest is like loving on her, and she's like very maternal, and then our middle daughter is just keeps away from her.
This raised more questions. Was she anticipating legal consequences severe enough to warrant long-term exile, or was she simply hoping to let the controversy die down before making a return? As more details emerged, whispers of financial trouble also started circulating. Legal battles are expensive, and if the courts ruled against her, the potential financial fallout could be devastating. Some analysts suggested that she might be trying to move assets or negotiate settlements behind closed doors before the case proceeded further. The media frenzy surrounding her disappearance intensified when paparazzi and fans began searching for any trace of her. A few alleged sightings surfaced. One claimed she had been spotted in a private airport lounge in France. Another suggested she had booked a luxury retreat in a remote island getaway. But without concrete proof, everything remained pure speculation. Meanwhile, Baldoni and his legal team remained tight-lipped about Lively's disappearance. Some sources suggested that they were waiting for her to return before making any further statements, while others believed they were strategizing their next legal move based on the assumption that she would not return anytime soon. The longer she remained missing, the more theories emerged. Was she trying to negotiate a deal behind closed doors? Was she hiding from impending legal repercussions? Or was she simply overwhelmed and looking for a way to reset before facing the storm head-on? For now, the world can only wait. With no official confirmation of her location and no response from her legal team, one thing is certain. Blake Lively's disappearance is not just another Hollywood scandal. It's a mystery that continues to unfold in real time, with the potential to change the trajectory of her career forever. As if the scandal wasn't already bad enough, rumors started swirling that Ryan Reynolds was considering separation. Up until now, he had mostly stayed quiet about his wife's legal drama. But with her credibility under attack and her sudden exit from the country, insiders claimed Reynolds was blindsided and possibly rethinking their future together. Sources close to the couple reported that Reynolds had grown frustrated with the negative press surrounding his wife. While he had always been supportive of her career, the increasing legal troubles and public scrutiny were starting to take a toll on their relationship. Reynolds' PR team remained silent, avoiding any direct statements regarding the controversy. Some speculated this was a calculated move to distance himself from the scandal while maintaining public goodwill. Lively's escape didn't just raise legal questions, it put her entire career at risk. Studios don't like uncertainty, and when an actress suddenly vanishes amid scandal, it raises red flags. Casting directors, producers, and executives were reportedly hesitant to attach her to future projects. Would she ever be able to recover from this? Insiders speculated that many of the industry's major players were quietly distancing themselves from Lively to avoid being dragged into the controversy. Film analysts noted that Hollywood has a long memory when it comes to public relations disasters. While some celebrities have successfully bounced back from scandals, the nature of Lively's alleged fabrications made the situation particularly damaging. Unlike personal controversies that can fade with time, accusations of legal misconduct and falsified evidence could permanently stain her credibility. Despite the uncertainty, Lively still had her loyal supporters. Some argued that Hollywood has been unfairly punishing women more harshly than men when it comes to public scandals. Others believed that if Lively played her cards right, she could make a slow but steady comeback. But with major studios watching closely, one thing was certain: her next move would have to be strategic. With its leading actress gone and legal battles still raging, the future of It Ends With Us is now in jeopardy. Should the film press forward without her? Will they need to recast? Or is it smarter to delay the project entirely? Right now, no one knows, and the controversy is threatening to overshadow the film itself. Production sources revealed that the studio was considering all options. One possibility was reshooting key scenes with a new actress, though that would require a significant financial investment. Another option was delaying the film's release until the legal drama had settled. However, postponements come with their own risks, as momentum and public interest could wane over time. Meanwhile, Baldoni remained committed to completing the project. His team released a statement emphasizing their dedication to honoring the source material, regardless of the challenges faced. Fans of the book were also vocal, with some insisting the film should continue without Lively, while others felt the scandal had tainted the entire production beyond repair. The biggest question remains: where is Blake Lively? Reports suggest she may have fled to Europe, Canada, or even a remote tropical hideout. Some speculate she's lying low until the storm passes, while others believe she may never return. Some anonymous sources claim that Lively has reached out to trusted friends in the industry, seeking advice on how to handle the fallout. Others insist that she has gone completely off the grid, cutting contact with even her closest confidants. As days pass without any confirmed sightings, the mystery surrounding her whereabouts continues to grow. Meanwhile, legal experts warn that if she fails to respond to court proceedings, she could face even more serious consequences. The possibility of international legal action looms, raising questions about whether she will be forced to return to the US to address the accusations against her. One thing is clear, this scandal is far from over. With Baldoni's legal team still pursuing their case and the media frenzy at an all-time high, Lively's decision to leave the country may have only made things worse. Will she return to clear her name? Or is this the end of Blake Lively's Hollywood reign? Only time will tell.